All right. So this is a review on all my stuff that I got, and I guess I'll start with this. I like the way it looks. It looks cool. It's comfortable, and I like how it doesn't have any straps on it. But to me, I feel like it's kind of cheap. You know, it's like if you can pull up on in here, like this falling apart right there. I've had to sew it up a little bit, and this like right there is coming apart right there. Right there, it's coming apart. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, where else did I have to sew it? I had to sew it right here. It was coming apart like this. The black trim was coming off of it. And and then right here, if you can look in there, it's like coming apart. It's split right there, and it's trying to do it down there. So to me, I feel like this is a little cheap, which I mean, this some bitch was like $80-something. So, you know, I don't really know how I feel about that. You know, maybe it is what it is, I guess. I had a friend out there at the field who said that HK Army, some of their stuff is just kind of cheap. So, yeah. I mean, other than that, like I said, I like the way it looks. It looks cool. It's comfortable, and, you know, it does what it's supposed to. But, you know, like I said, it seems to be a little poor quality to me. The bag is sick. I like the bag. You know, it's cool. I keep microfibers in that pocket. I've got my gloves and my barrel cover in this pocket, and the gloves, you know, these are HK as well. And I feel like these are kind of cheap as well for me. Like, you know, they are comfortable, you know, again, and I feel like they look cool. But let's see, they both right here had some kind of little rubber piece on it, and it's done falling off. Like this, it's got like little rubber grip on it, and it's like, if you see it, it's like peeling back right here. And, you know, we've only went and played a couple times, and, you know, probably like a month to 2 months we've played like every other weekend, sometimes, you know, 2 weekends in a row. And it also, both of them had like rubber, like right here, it had like little rubber something, I don't know what you'd call it, but they've both fallen off on both of them. So, you know, these were like $30, I think. So, you know, it's kind of cheap quality. You know, they're comfortable. Like I said, they look cool, but you know, be forewarned, if you want to get something, get these same ones, they're kind of cheap. So let's see. The rotor. I mean, this is sick. It does good. I feel like it'll jam if I put like too much paint in there. So you kind of, you know, have to have it a little loose in there. But sometimes it jams if it's a little too full, and you know, that can be a pain. But other than that, you know, it's sick. I like it. It does good when I, you know, conscious of how I'm putting paint in there. Like if I'm letting it be a little loose. Let's see. These knee pads work good for me, but one thing I don't like, and that's on both of them, is how the material is like not how it was when I first got it. It's like, you know, maybe they all do that, but I mean, I just feel like it happened pretty quick. You know what I mean? And like I said, these were like $80, I think, something like that. So I mean, you know, I don't feel like they should be doing what they're doing this quick. So I mean, I don't know if it's just what they do. I don't really, you know, go too crazy out there with, I mean, I slide, but I mean, it's not like so intense that I feel like they should be doing that. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind. These were extra large. But other than that, they fit good. They work good. You know, my knees don't hurt after I'm done playing. So, you know, for now, that's good. But, you know, keep that in mind if you go and try and get these. My tank is held up. It hasn't, had no issue with the tank. It's a Ninja tank. I haven't had no issue with it. So, you know, that's that. What else? These slider shorts have done good. You know, everything's holding up on here. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They're good. My pants, they're HK, and you know, I like them. They look cool. They're comfortable. They, you know, protect my knees and everything. But one thing that I don't really love is one of my pockets. I've stuck my barrel cover in my pocket, and it like immediately, you know, and I'm very ginger with my things, you know, so I'm not, you know, reckless and, you know, rough with it. And I stuck that in the pocket, and it ripped the pocket, a hole in the pocket, and I had to sew it. And you know, and when I was doing that, I was just looking on the inside of these, and they just seem, you know, yet again, HK, it just seems cheap. Like if you see all this string hanging off, you know what I mean? There's like, they didn't fully sew it right here all the way. So, you know, like I said, it just seems like, I mean, these were like $120-something joggers. So, you know, don't really feel like they should be as poor of quality as they seem. But, you know, other than that, they, you know, like I said, I've slid and all that, and they're holding up. So maybe I'm just being nitpicky a little bit, maybe. But I just, you know, I feel like if you're paying that much money, you shouldn't have no issues for at least a few months. But there's that. These have held up nice. They've you know, bounce balls, and you know, they're good. This is an extra large as well. And you know, these are holding up. They're not tearing anywhere or anything like that. These are good. Let's see what else. My goggles, they're holding up nice. You know, everything's straight on these. I've done gotten hit in the head over here, gotten shot in the mouth, I've gotten shot in the lens a couple times, and you know, it's all holding up good. You know, we played in the rain, and I don't know if it was from like minerals in the rainwater or whatever, but you know, when we were wiping our lenses, it just, you know, scratched them up pretty good. So this is a second set, and but other than that, you know, they're straight, they fit good, they're comfortable. My foam is intact still, ain't nothing coming off. It's all, you know, all good to go. Let's see. And with the pods, you know, they're straight, but you know, these little pins try and come out every now and then. I had to super glue this little bar in, because if this comes out, the button comes off, and there's just no way to latch it shut. So I put some super glue in there, and you know, that's held it up. It hasn't even, you know, it's been fine, but then it's just kind of cheap. You know, these are Virtue lock lid pods, and you know, the whole black piece comes off, and I'm probably gonna have to end up gluing it down eventually. But you know, and I think these were like $20-$30 something for like a 4-pack. So you know, all this stuff is pretty expensive for what it is, and you know what I mean. Some of it, to me, like I said, maybe I'm just nitpicking, but it just seems kind of like not the best quality materials that they're putting in it. I don't know, but it's holding up for now. So you know, there's that. I've gotten shot in the pot a couple times, and like I said, you know, nothing's happened. They've held up, and you know, I've gotten paint in there, and you know, we bought this, and this, you know, cleans it out really good and helps it a lot. So you know, that's something to consider getting. This is pretty cool. But hell, other than that, you know, I think that's about it. I got my headband. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, you can imagine. That's holding up fine.
Didn't you say you kind of like the terry cloth on my JT head wrap better?
Yeah, but yours has like it's like the whole headband. This one, it just kind of has like this, you know, and it doesn't really matter. It's not like a big deal, but it's just kind of like a puny little rectangle there, you know, and that's to where hers is like the whole piece right there is a cloth. But you know, it does what's supposed to, I guess. It's not really meant to just catch that much sweat, I guess, but you know, it's done what it's supposed to, I guess. I'll probably end up getting another one eventually.
You gonna talk about your gun?
Oh yeah. Where's that? So I love this. It's awesome. You know, I had an Empire axe, like a regular one, a long time ago before I stopped playing, and I didn't really like it all that much. The trigger was good. It's the same trigger that's on hers, you know, and I like both of the triggers on the axe and the Mini GS. They're really good. But it just had a lot of issues immediately, and you know, I just, you know, and I bought it secondhand, so maybe I'm sure that had something to do with it. But this is cool. I like the, you know, toolless bolt removal here. What else? I like the trigger on this a lot too. It feels good, and I like the pops. You know, it's just sick. You know, I like it. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it for mine, for all what mine goes. I think yeah, that was pretty much all I had to talk about with all of my gear. But like I said, the gun was sick. I definitely recommend getting Ether 3. That's what this is, a Planned Eclipse Ether 3. But it feels real good in the hands. It's sick. You know, I like it a lot.
Feels really good on the whole.
On the whole. Preparation H feels good on the whole. But yeah, it's a good one. I would recommend it for sure. But yeah, that's it for me.